welcome back to the D&D Family Gamers. I'm taking here back on Genshin Fabulous Welcome Back Show. And today was probably looking like they might know me because, yeah, I got about treasure chest off, no, not a treasure chest, a puzzle to get. And I'm like, are you serious, game? Like for reals? Are you trying to make me mad?
An in plain sight job?
Yes. I will show you a mementos about that. So, I thought it was fun, and let's get to work. Because we're going to be talking about some Genshin ideas that Hoyoverse could take and put into the game that would be very beneficial for the game's progression. And all in all, make it more fun. And you're also in some commentary from Premier Shell Gamer.
Hi guys.
If you're interested in cameras or drama for which is Xbox on channel, it's Shell Gamer. You can play it on Xbox.
So you Jackie.
Thanks. Alright, let me show you the puzzle. It's right over here. I ran by this like at least 3 to 5 times, at least. I didn't look up. I'm like, how did I miss that? Like, I was not too happy. Oh boy. Well, this little tiny event over here, this would take me about 10 seconds. Got you, obliterate them like the fools they are.
I can fix this.
Oh, hello troll, back down on my Maria. Oh, here I did. But first up on the list that Hoyoverse should add, that would be a lot of fun, is a, ow. Hang on. Kill these guys off real fast. Hey, you're both dead. Thank you. Jeez. But anyway, is a kind of a wedding system, so to speak. I mentioned this in the past because I want so I can marry like my favorite characters, like for instance Ganyu, Rain Shogun, Yaimiko, you know, all my favorite female characters. Which that's just my opinion. That's just me. And you're like thinking to yourselves, why would I do that if you want to marry the guys? It's either way. It's up to the player.
Exactly.
This would be a fun little feature that A would give them a power boost. Like take for instance, we'll take Magani for a pure example, and there's the puzzle running from my balls. You can see right now her power is at 2,000. Without the weapon or the stats, she normally clocks out at 844. Now, in my opinion, when you give them the Wind Ring, which A, give them a special outfit, aka Wen outfit, because could you imagine seeing a Wen Chinese dress of Ganyu or Rain Shogun Wen design? Like seriously, I've seen some beautiful ones on Reddit. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
But say it gives them
Obviously make the designs for the character, not for the style. So Gongyu, for example, she's like a nice blue look. So have like hints of ice blue on her.
yes, exactly. Maybe mixing a little white.
Yeah, like ice blue and white, so it looks like just frost. But again, it doesn't have to be the exact same style as someone else's a frost one.
Exactly. So I take for instance Eula. She's a crowd character. But she, no, I'm thinking more like a dark blue style.
Well, Eula's more of a semi-formal wedding dress girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
Or do you say she's formal?
I think formal.
She's very uptight, isn't she? Shall I say
yeah.
formal?
Yeah, I say formal. But like this little thing, like it would give them like a little power boost. I'd say a 10% boost for the Wen Ring itself. I'm just being fair, and this is a little puzzle.
Yeah, like they did in ESO, Skyrim, because yeah, the ring gives you 10% healing ability.
And looky. Treasures
Beautiful
acquired.
treasures are a cause for great happiness.
And that means, folks, I have only one treasure remaining in this world. Well, in Mons, actually, not in the world. I think I'll craft on the vine. But we only have one more. Wait a minute. Wait a dang second. What the heck's the deal about this? What's that highlighted? Hang on. Huh? Hang on. What's the deal about that? Thank you, Shogun. Let's see. Nothing. That's a bit weird. But this, like, you see, like, saying, like, whales can get the buff very easily. Well, no. You have to grind.
And here's one that I came up with about 2 days ago. You have to help find, like, patterns for dresses as well as the
that's
rings.
cool. Oh, that'd be actually sick.
Yeah, so you know that they have their own styles and what they like.
Yeah, and
so
like
you
that
present
woman
them with things that you think that they would like, and if you do,
yeah,
it gives you like an affection booster for the wedding. So the stress levels aren't going to be high for the wedding day.
Yes. And speaking of that idea of the pan idea, I get the perfect person to give it to. They're gonna make the wedding dresses. You know who it is too.
The fashionista?
The fashionista woman in Inazuma.
That's who I mean, I don't know her name.
Yeah, I forget her name right offhand, but it's the one we hit the daily for. So I'm like, ooh. Well, that would be very cool. Like, that's a neat idea though. Like, that's it. Oh my god, that'd be sick. Like, you need to get certain patterns, and like certain patterns only belong to certain characters.
Exactly. But you're presented with 2 pattern choices.
Ooh,
so
yep,
formal and semi-formal, depending on their preference. But you've got to find out what they want.
And that's when you need to go on dates with them.
Yeah, or they'll give you clues you got to decipher. So, like, I like formal attire, but for my special day, I think I'd go with something casual, for example.
Like, that is a really good idea. That could be very good for the game, because, like, imagine having your favorite character wearing a wedding dress or a tuxedo if you're marrying a male character. That'd be pretty cool. And then the cool thing about it also is during the wedding as well for both the travelers, which I know they said they're not gonna give us any special outfits, but hey, it's a big day, so why not? That the Aether would get a tuxedo. It would still have the same general design as the general outfit, but still have the aesthetic of a tuxedo. And then Lumine would be a wedding dress. Now, next
or
up...
like a wedding suit if you didn't want to dress.
True.
A choice.
True.
And it's also player's preference as well.
Exactly.
Because I do like wearing skirts, but dresses, I find them a bit too confining. That's just me. So, give options between 2.
Yeah, like 2 choices, like...
And it doesn't affect how your love interest feels. So...
Nah.
If she wants formal and you want semi-formal for yourself, that's fine.
I think that'd be a really good idea of the game. And back on the subject of how you would get the wedding rings. Like, yeah, we could easily have it go into the item shop. Like, let's just take, for instance, Paimon's Bonds, which is normally where you would get your normal stuff, usually.
Oh, Paimon being a ring bearer, that'd be so cute.
Oh, that would be... her flowing down the aisle.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. But, like, yeah, you could say it would take, say, 50 Stogler. But, no. Because that would be only really beneficial for whales. Because they put a lot of money into the game and they got a crap ton of Stogler stockpiled. No, what?
Well, for us, it'd be like a special event.
Yeah, or a special domain.
Yeah.
Because, like, in a game I play, Sword Online, in one of the ones, I believe it was Hollow Realization, I think. Might be Hollow Fragments, I can't remember exactly, but basically Kito and Asuna lost the rights to their marriage. Plus, it was a weird glitch because of something happened. and they had to remarry, and there was a dungeon you had to go into and get the supplies to make a wedding. Well, technically the wedding ring, technically. Which would be a very good concept for like that, but this would be a domain.
Oh, here's one. What if it's a hidden area within the cathedral?
Ooh. I like it.
Which would open things up to explore again.
And that's the thing, like, for the Mondstadt girls, you'd be most likely marrying them, or the guys, sorry. Both have folks, don't let me. You'd marry them at the cathedral in Mondstadt. But in Leeway, I'm thinking J Chamber. Because I think Ning Wong would have no problem with that. Especially when I'd be marrying her too. Like either J Chamber or maybe like this terrace here, I forget what the name of it is right offhand. And like Inazuma would be, I think at Shogun's Estate most likely, because that's kind of like the biggest area. Well, either that or this one. Oh, what was her name? Yeah, I forget that girl's name. It's been a while. And like Sumeru would probably be like Mayport almost. Potentially. Well, there's more desert region coming along, so that's the walk around. Oh crap. But that would be such a neat mechanic that you character get a little buff that in turn helps you out on your journey. And makes them hot. Even though only 9% of the girls and the guys are very good looking. And you'll be like saying, oh, what about if it's the female traveler wants to go with the females? Fine. If it's the guy who goes with the guys, fine. That's completely up to the player.
Yes, not like law that they went with that particular character. It's
yeah.
Player's preference.
Like for me, I'm Aether, I'm being the harem archon, sorry, that's the word. And I'll be marrying all the female characters. Which that's another thing, you're not limited just to marrying one character. The only thing is, it will take time to get all the wedding rings. Because, like, say, let's take, for instance, to get the wedding rings, the domain is, for just prime example right here, Bright Crown Canyon. It's, like, say, right where my cursor is. Just for example piece. Like, we have a domain like this in each region for each set of the characters. And, before you say anything about the young ones, they are off the board.
Yes.
You can give them like little promise rings, and then you adopt them as your little brothers or little sisters. Which ironically we don't have any little male kids, only been females. Huh?
Well, there's that young one that's coming in there, that teenager.
Oh, you're talking about Mika.
Mika. I keep calling him Micah.
Mika. Hey. You're wrong all the time. But that's the thing. Those ones will be off the list because they're too young. And what the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, we don't promote creeps.
Nope. But you can adopt them as your little sibling.
Yes. You can have them participate in the wedding.
Oh yeah, like being flower girls or ring bearers or whatever. And then here's another thing that would be kind of cool with the wedding system. Is that when you marry them, you add to get an image, like, I'm going to go into my teapot for a second to show you what I mean. No, that's stupid dummy. They already have this concept already in here, so they could technically add it. And then you get a wedding image, a wedding photo. That will show you.
What about a name card?
Oh, name card, yeah. That would be cool too. Ow. And here's another thing that's in the rules. So it's like, oh, you can marry, say for instance, Rain Shogun with Zhongli. Because I've seen people say about that. You can't do that. The only character that the playable character can marry is the Traveler. That's the only stipulation. Like, I think it's being pretty real because we definitely haven't got anything that's canon in the series about any of the characters dating each other or going with each other, whatever. So until I see proof in the actual story, I take nothing except for the hammer out. Thank you very much. But here, this is what I was meaning about the wedding images. This is for the hangout events, which you could technically add, say, another one, maybe a little small, like maybe a round round. What the hell you call these different things? Okay, a frame that has the image of the traveler and their respective significant other in it. And then you can like have multiple up, or you can do like this is, you can swap between them.
Mm-hmm.
Which that will be a unique feature. Like, why not?
One thing that I'd like them to make is like make your own name card.
Oh yeah, technically a traveler doesn't have one.
They have ones that are already there, but to me they could
Kinda
be
plain.
better.
Like maybe
They're a little bit lackluster.
Maybe something would be cool is like that they. Oh, that'd be so cool actually. In the name cards, to kind of make it easier for players that can't really read the greatest, is have a little image of like a chibi version of the character.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, folks. Let me just get out of this section.
Chibis are cute.
Yeah, Chibi's adorable, and I've seen tons of chibi versions of the characters. They are so dang adorable. But let's go here. Name card. This would be a nice little feature. Like, see when you, this is telling the Ganyu's one. Like, yeah, it says Ganyu right there, but what if someone can't read it right? So instead have, in the bottom right or bottom left, a little image of a chibi Ganyu.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would look adorable. Ah, totally forgot that one. No, there's a lot of ones in the unlock. Holy crap.
And we know that one of the characters, not one of the playable characters, one of the NPCs, is blind.
Yeah.
So, this is just a little silly thing for me. Why don't you make it look like there's actual braille on it?
That'd be a unique feature.
Because I know there's only one person who's blind at the moment.
I think I meant another one, I think. Could be wrong, I don't remember.
Gloria. Or
Yeah.
Glory, whatever her name is.
She's a monster, which I can just show you right now when she is.
Yeah, and she's blind.
Yeah. Which, a few things that she says is kind of a little strange because her being blind. But, my detail on that. Yeah, she's over here. Yeah, it's Glory. Now, I'm thinking they should actually add a question that we can potentially recover her sight.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're like, why not?
Watch that actually show up now that you can actually do that.
Hey, I'm calling it right now, folks. I'm copyrighting it. But if they want to use it, go ahead. I just want acknowledgement. Because, like, technically, I still think the travelers, or the siblings, Aether and Lamine, are gods from another world.
That does make sense. And one of them could be the god of healing.
Yeah, which could be you, the traveler you play at.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, like, okay. The traveler you play as is the god of healing, but the sibling that's in the abyss is the god of death.
I'm going to say god of corruption.
Oh, corruption, that's a good one.
Because he has been corrupted, or they have been corrupted.
True. Well, that'd be interesting. And now on to our next subject. Well, get out of the weighing system, which I can keep that going for a whole video and with the idea that we come up with that one. But
Paimon accessories, I think.
oh, my accessories, that'd be kind of cool. Like, oh, make her have like a little crown and stuff.
Oh, crown. Well, she's already got a crown, so possibly not a crown, but maybe a necklace or a bangle.
Oh yeah.
Because I do think that she could be more useful. I'm not saying that she's not useful. For what I mean by that is that like a pendant that'll help us find treasure that we've missed,
Yeah.
or missions that we've not found yet, or a
Ooh.
secret mission.
Ooh, I like what you're going with. How about this? We jump it up a little bit. And, okay, say the bagel is for locating treasure chests, or it gives you a helping hand with compass combination. But the necklace gives you, like, kind of an indicator, like, oh, there's still some hidden quest in, like, say, Womandom or Springvale. Like, it gives you
Exactly.
it gives you the estimate location. Not where it is, just the estimate location.
And when you get close to it,
It'll just pop out normal.
It's glowing.
Oh, I like that. That's actually kind of interesting. I like that.
It's not a complete clue, it's a hint.
Yeah, and
so
of
if
course,
you're close to it, it'll say he, it's glowing.
and then if you look on your main map, you'll just see like the little blue indicator like normal.
Yes.
But when you're out like looking like this, you'll never see it. Trying to think where that last treasure chest would be hiding. I'm thinking of stupid puzzles. I'm trying over here. But that would be a nice little feature. That'd be fun. And like you can have it so toggleable. So if you don't want to use it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like you still have it on, but it'd just be like, for instance, it'll be in the settings. Like, what's it will be in? Let's go say under resources. It'll be under that section. And you just go down and just bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Which would be very useful for the game. Like, in my opinion, that would make it more fun. Cause like, oh, you don't want to constantly all blabbing off when you're, you know, just wandering in a new area.
Here's a mission.
Okay.
Here's one that we could do. We know that Paimon has only grown a tiny bit, right?
Yeah.
What if Paimon gets sick and we have to find a cure that also helps her to grow?
Ooh. I'm gonna jump that up a little bit, if you don't mind.
Go for it. Oh,
You good?
game.
Gotcha. Alright, my
He
idea...
decided to go, wee!
Wee, all the way home?
Yeah. I went to put it down and it ended up throwing itself under the damn car.
Damn! Okay, my little jump idea on Surveillance here is that you make a special food that's like, say, super hard to make. Super hard. And here's the thing, it's not even a recipe you can make multiple times. Because,
No, it's a one-off recipe that's from a clue.
yes. And when you gotta give it to Paimon, because I'm thinking it's kind of like a little inspiration from one of the newest Pokemon games. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And in that game, you give a character, or a Pokemon, your running principal basically, a sandwich, and they would learn new abilities. So I'm thinking in this point of view, is that if you give her that special dish, she A, gets a little bigger, and B, gains a new ability.
That's cool.
Well, that's just my little idea in that respect. It's not like I was watching some Pokemon Scarlet videos and I'm like, oh, that was fun. Maybe I can use that in Genshin. Cause like, technically, Paimon has been the same size all this journey. I think they
Well, we do think that she's grown a tiny bit if you look at her from before and after.
Yes. But see, that's the thing though. Have it so that she grows bigger, and like, if you give her enough of the stuff, she gets abilities, and make it so she's playable. Like, she becomes a fully, Full scale character.
Mm-hmm.
Full grown, that's the word I'm looking for, not full scale, dummy. But that little idea would be really interesting because, like, at least then you're like we've already proven that Paimon sometimes is not with the Traveler all the time. We've already proven that multiple times.
Yes. A good mission would be if Paimon got lost and we had to find her.
Oh yeah, and then like she screams and you have to like follow the sounds. Like it'll kind of give you an indicator, like saying, "Oh, you're this far away from it," but it's like that hot cold system.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Well, that would be an interesting mechanic for the game. And here's the thing: if you don't have Paimon, you can't access the inventory. Cause that's the one thing with the Traveler.
But do you think that Paimon's the backpack?
I gotta think she's in a little bit of sense. Because think about it, the Traveler had no backpack on him at all. Well, you don't even see a hint of it. Like either that, they got very deep pockets. Very deep.
Well, you are from another world.
True. Maybe scratch that idea then.
Oh, maybe it's like an item box type thing.
Oh, I think okay, maybe alright. We'll take that idea out then.
Because we've seen it in animes.
True. That is a valid point.
By the grace of the gods, for example, and the cooking one that I've just started watching, Campfire Cooking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right.
Speaking of anime, I watched that one that I got you into last week, latest episode.
Oh, the bombing one?
Yeah, that was brilliant. How we went about inviting her to stay, a little bit wrong.
A little wrong, buddy. I think they're married at the end anyway.
You can tell they're going to be married. It's the harem one.
Damn right, my favorite genre. Hey, that's my thing.
Sorry, off topic.
Yeah, off topic.
Oh, my fault. I don't like the animes. Just don't blame me.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good show. Okay, next idea.
It's going to be even more fun to watch it in dub.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear the voice actors they pick for that. That's gonna be fun.
Anyway, distracted again. Back to Genshin.
Yeah.
So anime later.
Yes. Okay. Some other ideas is let's talk about artifacts or even the characters in general. For one thing, have a character loadout. So like for instance, I'm using the Black Sword on Aether, plus this set of Nobles Alike. Now, this is my Dendro set. But say I want to switch this over to, say, Mistblur. Just for a prime example. I'd have to go in here each time, but instead have have an indicator that you can say, oh, here's a loadout, like similarity to the party setup. You're allowed to make loadouts for the characters, like, oh, I want to have my Aether, my Traveler, be a DPS, but with Electro. I'd go for the Emblems of Fate type deal with Thunder Fury.
Right.
And that's why I have a loadout system, like, you can easily switch it down, like saying, oh, like, going back here for a prime example, like, if we go here, I want to switch. Like, yeah, you could do this and then sort out. No, it takes way too long. He's like, look, you can do, no, that's not it. Yeah, you can do this and pick things, but that still takes time. Which is annoying. So I think a quick little thing, because like you can see right there, when I did this, you can see they have the indicator right there. Have it so there's an indicator at the bottom here, like, oh, here is a load, oh wait, here, prime example, right here. Right here could be where the loadout system is. And you can name them. So I say, one is Dendro Traveler, set. Next one, Electro. Or take, for instance, Ganyu. One set is, say, Charge Shot set. Another one is Reverse Melt, and so on and so forth. It'd be a nice little feature to have constantly going between all the weapons you got in the game, because, like, you can get a quantity of weapons in this game. Trust me on that one. And I've seen people with a lot of weapons. In my opinion, that would be a nice little, just a small little feature that would help out a little bit with doing that. And speaking of artifacts, I think they should add a reroll system to it. And you're like, oh, is that a bit too broken because you do college ones? Not exactly. Let's go to my inventory and let's go to my eye artifacts. We've got a prime example. And here's the thing though, they have to be level 0. They can't be level 1, level 4, no. They have to be level 0. Because then you can try to cheese it by saying, for instance, this piece right here. I can replace all that HP with, say, something else. So it's less annoying. No. They have to be level 0. You still have to level them like normal. Like, alright, here's a prime example piece right here. Take this flower for example. All the substats are good except for that flat attack. You will get the option to, say, modify or reroll it. You can take out, say, the attack, and you replace it with, say, you want crit rate. And you still gotta hopefully get lucky with the rolls. Like normal. Then you're like saying, oh, that's gonna be free, right? No. Because technically, it won't. I'm thinking because it's level 0, I'd say, what would you think? 2,000 to 5,000 more.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That seems fair-ish. And like the same thing can be applied to maybe these main substats. So like say you get like the god artifact with substats, but your main stat is just bad. And I mean bad. Like let's take a prime example piece if I can find it. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Give me a minute, I'll take a minute. Oh, and you can't change the main stats on the flower or feather. Can't do that. So that's a no. But let's take... I'm trying to find a good piece. It's always pain. Can I just find Blood and Blade piece? Okay, here we go. Prime example right here. Defense Scaling Gauntlet. Which it does work on some characters. But those subsets are nice. So you would get the option to replace that. Like say I want a Pyro Gauntlet. It will cost you instead of 5,000 for the substats, or 2 to 5,000, whatever. To change the main stat, it will cost you, say, up to 10,000. It varies what thing you want.
Right.
And like for that one, for being the main stat, you could actually go all the way up to level 20 because then it wouldn't change anything. So like take for instance... Try to find a good piece as a good example piece. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Right here. Say I want to change that defense one to a geo one. It will just cost you, say, 25,000 more? Because it's a fully leveled up artifact. So you kind of pick and choose when you want to do it. And it scales among the level. That's a little idea to be kind of... helps out with the automatic grind. Like, granted, we still have to farm. And, oh, yeah. Speaking of that, you think, oh, it's too overpowered. Actually, no. Because you would only have the choice of changing the main stat or the substat. You can't do both.
Yeah.
Because that would make it too broken. And, oh, yeah, on the substats as well, you can only change one. So it's not so, broken, breaking the system and all. At least this way, it would give us ways to get better artifacts so our characters are stronger and, hit more harder. And,
Yeah.
Now, on to the next thing. The teapot. Which, this thing is okay. Like, it's good for like you want to travel on and you need a quick place to rest. But technically, in the story of Genshin, it's only a tempo space. Like, as soon as you leave it, basically, it just, goes away until you go back into it. So I think they should add a feature or a quest line that your teapot malfunctions. And no, folks, this wouldn't mess up if you want to do your normal stuff in your teapot like normal. No, no, no. This is for the quest, so it may be only deactivated just for the quest line. That's all it will be. So I add you know with the quest, it will be just fine. But you go talk to Madame Ping, and she offers us to get some land. And ironically, the land is the ruins of Conria.
That we have to fix up to make something good come of it.
Exactly.
Not be shown like, oh no, the Land of Conria is a bad place to go to. No. Land of Conria is a new place that everyone's going to love because it's a safe haven for those who need it.
Exactly. Like that little thing right there, folks.
Like they do in reality, everyone has like the ghost town, but people go there, make it better, and even though it's still got a ghost town reputation from years ago, they've painted over it with something good.
And then, on that point of view, folks, here's the thing. Like, this is where some of the new ideas that we came up with would bounce into it. Like, should sell to you, say, because you're trying to, okay, let me think on more of this. Originally, you gave it to you for free, but you were thinking to be nice, you'd buy from her. Because you probably have a fair amount of money for playing, and here's nothing. The only way to get access to that, folks, is you have to get at least AR-50. I think that's being fair. Because you don't want to, like, already have a place already built, like, with, like, AR-20. But, back on subject, I'm getting distracted so easily. I hate that. Huh? Is that you would have the area, it'd be like the ruins. Like, take for instance this area here. It's all ruiny and all that. You would have the option to tear it all down, and you get resources from it. Similar to, like, Fallout. You could, like, it would give you like, similar to, like, how the teapot is when you go in there and you remove stuff. You can remove all the rebel and stuff, and then, like, you can start blank slate. And then you can recruit your allies you've made across the game. And even the characters you have already unlocked, they come to help you. Which in turn helps us in the long run. Because then you're like, okay, oh yeah, folks, I'd say to buy Conria, I'd say $1 million more, I'm sorry. Is that a little high or you think, what do you think?
I'd say that's a bit, that's about right. To get the initial half of the land.
Yeah.
Then if you need to expand, you can do.
Yeah. Oh, and that gets into the bare minimal because then Tubby is over there. And you have to get her trust rank up to, say, rank 20.
Yeah.
Then it'll slowly expand the region, like your little area up. It's all small. Okay, I like where it's going. And in turn, you get more and more access. Like, say, your main hub area is like your townhouse.
Yeah.
Town hall, sorry, not townhouse. And you'll slowly expand, and you unlock more and more features. So, like, say when you get Tubby to, say, rank 14 or 15, don't know which, is when you unlock the generators. And you're like, oh, for power? No. When I mean generators, I mean, like, more generators, XP generators, Genesis crystal, Primos, Genesis crystal generators.
But Primos are only a small amount.
Yes, so I say...
We haven't really settled on that yet, but... Oh, what they could do, this is what they could do, It could be 90 a day for those who don't buy the Welkin.
True, because they can generate over the time. It takes 24 hours to get 90.
Yeah.
That seems fair, or maybe 20.
I think that's about fair.
Yeah. Can we say that we get people like, oh, free to play have a better chance of getting characters they want? Which we're going to character idea later. That'd be, it would give you a lot of options to get. And here's the thing though, on the Mora and the XP book ones, you can upgrade them.
Exactly.
So they generate more over time. Wait, maybe take the Mora one out because we could actually have it so there's a shop system that other players
That's
can.
what we're thinking. Shops would be better.
Yeah, okay, right. I see what.
And trade with other players.
Yes. Let's take for instance, Joe, you're low on those brown mushrooms, just for a prime example piece, right?
Yeah.
I have in my possession like 200. I would say I'll trade you 100 of these for like say 100 of just for chicken eagles.
And it can go from 50, 100, 150, 200.
Yes.
But 200 is only when you've got a good friendship with them, so you know they're going to on you.
Exactly. And in that turn, would it give you more stuff? Because doing the trade system with fellow players, and speaking of players, make it so it's region free. Like me and Jamal, we can't play together because we're both in different servers. I'm in the US servers.
Well, for Dragoon to help me out, he literally we have to do serve play to do it.
Exactly. It's an okay system,
it's
but
okay, but it's not the best.
And up on that, dang it.
I'm not knocking PlayStation. It's good. It's good. Don't
it
get me
does.
wrong.
It's the internet
it's
quality.
It's not the same as playing with a friend.
Yeah, like Sibelius doesn't have half the
playing at you.
Yes. And like right here, Chevelle doesn't have half the kills I have. Like my Ganyu is a monster.
And I've got a few characters that you don't have that you want.
Nilu.
Next on the agenda.
I really want her. I'm so mad. God damn it. Since I didn't get her. But that's the thing though.
You will.
Like my character built, I have really done a lot of work in Genshin. A lot of work. But like, how can I help my friend Svel here if we can't team up? Because like, I could totally take ranged shotgun and just kill most of everything.
On your account, mine she's not built.
Yes.
At all.
I work on it. Nah, not on the list. But on that point of view, back to the village system or the building. You can still have the same building aspect with the teapot mechanic, but make it so you have more room. Like, so each section ain't gonna kill us.
Yes.
And then here's the cool thing.
I've got so much stuff that I can't place it anywhere.
Yeah, you are limited like crazy.
Yes, which isn't right. Oh, crap.
Like, I can understand with the little things, you can't add a bazillion little things. But it's like, stop limiting us.
We understand being limited to a finite area, yes. But it's an open world game. That means the places that we have should be more open world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Skyrim, you can have, there's a DLC where you can build a house, and yes, it's a finite area, but you can build around the area, and it looks massive.
Mm-hmm. And like, this little mechanic would be good for the game. Cause like, I would love to have it that I can make a whole village that, the cool thing is, your character you have unlocked will come and help you take care of stuff. So like, let's take, for example, Lisa. Lisa
librarian.
Could be... Exactly, librarian.
Bookkeeper.
Bookkeeper, yeah. Let's say be the librarian, and like, even Shake Show could help out in that department because he knows a lot about books. And like, let's say Genfei should be your lawyer. Cause I got Bill once ago one day we're definitely in trouble. I'm coming. We're gonna do it high Genfei.
It's all, I guess it could be security.
I was thinking the town clown. I'm just
That's
joking,
a bit
folks.
cruel, Dragon.
I'm just joking, folks. It's just a little joke. No, wait, no. Don't be about security. No. How about make him the town event planner? Because every time he goes into an event, it's always a lot of fun.
I'm gonna say Ningguang for that.
Oh, you thinking Ningguang? True.
Well, she did plan things, remember?
Valid point. And maybe have Kaching as a secretary, same with Ganyu.
Yeah.
And like Kokomi and Yaimiko are like the shrine maidens. Maybe a little cookie on the side. Even though he hates doing it. I know, I'm not trying to be mean. But that would be an interesting mechanic. Like, have it so that the characters, like, and here's the thing. You would be able to pick up certain, like, you know, you can talk to them and they're like, what is it? Like, you know, normally if you go into your teapot, you talk to Tubby and claim your trust rank points. It'd be the same idea. And here's another thing. Oh, when you go back to the weighting system idea, you can't marry them at rank 10 of friendship. I'm thinking instead, you unlock the feature to date them at level 10. Because technically it is called a friendship when you look at it on screen here. It's friendship. So I think when you get to rank 10 and when you... It would be like a little quest with the character. Like they have a little icon above their head similar to like... where's my Benny boy? Benny! Here he is. It's just a little red indicator saying there's something up with that character. You get an option, like there'll be like a kind of a letter symbol on the character themselves. So like say for example, Ganyu. You click it and it's like an invitation to go see her. And you get a little quest line and like they get all fidgety or something. It debates on the character as well. And they get the boost up to the next rank. Now,
exactly.
You could slowly go on dates with them. I think to make that fair on the date system, I say you could do up to 4 or 5 a week. What would you think?
Sounds about right.
I'm debating on which one would be smart, but let's leave that to Hoyleverse. Which Hoyleverse? I'll help you take a note.
Yeah, we've got a lot of these.
Yes. But that in turn, like, you would get the option to like go on a date. Like, say for instance, I want to go on a date with Ran Shogun. Which then we did daily in our story, technically. But, I mean, that's a date. But the thing is, the first date has to be in the region they belong to. So, for a prime example, Shogun. She's from Inazuma. Because she is the Archon over there. But, like, once you go on your first date with her, you know, you have a great time, and you get to choose dialogue options. You can be, you know, very romantic, and so on and so forth. Which in turn unlocks her next level, which would in turn give you the chance to go to like other regions. Like, should give you the options of either going to like, say, Mondstadt, Leeway, or Sumeru, because that's the only reason we have unlocked for now. Just for a prime example. 3 or 4 when they add more regions. Science was up and all the time videos. And you go on more dates with the characters.
Just let's not have any weddings in Dragonspine.
No! Well, yeah, you'll probably would like it. And maybe Albedo. Because then Albedo lives there.
I did have an idea about that though. What if you could build like a base inside Dragonspire itself?
Oh, like a log cabin?
Yeah, but it's like built into it. So there's a log cabin on the front.
Oh,
surface,
yeah.
But there's layers to it. You know, like I did in Minecraft.
Yeah, like onion tab layers?
Yeah.
I had to.
But obviously there's more to it than me.
Yeah.
I know there's a mystery behind it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so interesting to see.
Because I've always liked the idea of having a house that had like caves and tunnels in it.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever get a chance to explore a castle, I'm going to go see if I can find any secret entrances and stuff like that.
The only castle we technically had in Genshin was the going up on Archipelago mission with Fischl. Her place. That was the only one that was castle-esque. Castle the word?
No, I mean in real life.
Oh, I thought about Genshin.
It's one of my, like, I really want to do that, you know, it's like on my bucket list.
Mm-hmm. And like, these ideas, folks, will be really good for the game. Like, we're not trying to make them overpowered.
Just implementing new ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Because the funny thing is, folks, a few of the ideas we've talked about have been
shown up.
Mm-hmm.
Illusion shattered. Hold the line.
Hey, stop freaking me. Stupid wallflower. But another thing that I would like to put in back to the village idea, the NPCs you have met along your journey, like the ones that you only see like one or a few times. Like prime example from that last event we had, that woman, which that character design was amazing in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did a really good job with her design. It's just a crying shame that she was only there for one time, like a one thing. So I think in your town, you should get the option to recruit, so to speak, these NPCs. They can also help out in the journey as well.
Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk
Which
flowers
does
of the
make
Fading
sense.
Commerce Guild needed
Because, like,
watering.
it's a crying shame when you think about that
Transport
these
coordinators will probably
NPCs that you
moan about
meet,
the muddy mountain
like,
roads again, though.
I like the girls in the chasm. The one that was helping you that got sick, which I hope she's doing better, but we don't know because they just cut her off. Another one is that Fatui girl. I believe her name Catherine, I think. Don't quote me on her name, I don't remember. But it's so sad because supposedly we think she died. But I think it's a mechanic that we get to have these characters join us in our village. Why not?
Absolutely.
And like, you don't have to give them voice actors if you don't want to. But technically the one from the event did have voice actors and her voice actor was pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie about that one. But if they don't want to, they don't have to. But
Next on the agenda.
having so many of these NPCs that we've known that are really funny and you love them, but it's like you don't get to see them anymore. And like come on. And like you'll be like, oh, you only do it for the female characters. Well, me, yes, personally, that's just me. But you can also do it with some of the male NPCs you meet across too. But of course, that's, up to the player. And here's the thing, unlocking these NPCs gives you little perks.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, take for instance the girl from the event with the panel system. Which I like that mini game. That mini game was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, oh shit, this is really cool. Have it so that event, or not the event technically, but that mini game can be added to your village.
Exactly.
And the girl from the chasm, the adventurer girl, I forget her name right offhand, I don't remember it. But that girl would give you, like, say, a boost in adventure. Like, while your characters go out for expeditions, she gives them a boost to get more stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be a pretty reasonable effect to that regard. And like the
sun's out.
if you want to hire the perfume girl, woman generally, she gives you a boost in some sales in that regard because you can hire these ones as well. Or even that woman from the shrine. Oh, what was her name? Oh, what the heck? She's the one who took over the fortune thing. Because the other one got injured. She couldn't do it anymore.
The moody one.
No, the nice one. You haven't done that quest, have you?
No.
Did they
I've not found it yet.
Oh, that. Oh, when was it? Actually, you know what? What's this moment when so I'm not losing my mind? Let me go back over here. I believe that quest. Let me just go over here. Come over here. But there's this woman for this quest line you can get. She's pleasant. She used to be a Fatui.
Ah.
Small spoiler. But you have to fight her. She was, I think she was a circle mate, I think. Yeah. I've been here for a while. This is right here, Ringo, but that's not her real name. Oh, I forget what her name was. I haven't done that quest for so long. But there's a quest line you can do, and the end of it is right over there. Like, roughly where... Oh, I switched to Ganyu. Whoops. Like, right over there, you got Fighter. But the multi-day quest, and I mean not in-game quest days, I mean real-life days.
I had a feeling.
I
remember how pissed you were at it.
Oh, yeah. But I believe, if I recall correctly, the quest starts... I can find it... Wait, what the heck? It was right down here somewhere. Where was it? Down there! Right here. There'll be like a few dudes you need to beat up, and then there'll be a little thing you pick up, a slip. It'll be a fortune slip. Would you give it to her, give her that one you got, and it'll start the quest line. And you gotta, like, you know, ask him about the slip. Like, at first he won't give you the information, but ask him a few times and he'll eventually give it. Oh, whoops, I'm not on that. Whoopsie. But this is rough estimate where you start with that quest line. But back on the idea list. And
next on the agenda,
I think another thing that would be interesting is that another way to get the wedding ring system is that you get to do the quest or the domain with only that character with you. It'll be the traveler. Like, they could give you a pre-built traveler if they want. Like, it'll give you the option. You can either have your pre-built traveler they have for you to use, or use your own. And then you use your character you want to be with. Like for me, it'd be my Ganyu, because Ganyu's first. Ganyu's first, second's Rain, third's Yai, the fourth's Ning, and I go all the way down the list. Hey, I got a long list. A mile long and a lot longer when they gave Blue Small characters. Literally. Whoa, 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 whoa.
For a sec, okay?
Yeah, what the heck? Hold on. Are you serious? I couldn't actually got back here if I did that? Seriously? I thought there was a barrier here. Whoa. But these little things, folks, will be very good for the game, in my opinion. Like, it will make it more fun. I'll come back to having your favorite character wearing a white outfit. Damn, I'd love to see that. Now, the next idea is the characters. Or tell you the characters slash wish system.
I came up with an idea as well for, you know that you get villagers for our town.
Yeah.
What if we had a dog that was a search and rescue dog and we had to go and save them
on
the journey to us?
Oh, I'm about that one up. How about we take the idea from, like, say, Fortnite in the world would rescue the survivors?
Yeah. But the survivors are, like, encased in crystal, and we've got to find a way to free them.
Oh, like they can be in different regions, like in Dragon's Mind, they're behind the crystal ice. There you have the crimson agate to use.
And, some of them can be in that, like, coal lapis stuff.
Oh, yeah. And you have to break them free.
That's an idea. But we have to have a dog with us.
Yes.
Along with Paimon, obviously. So it's like a Sealy pet, you know, but it's an actual dog.
Yeah, exactly. I like where you're going with that. That's a good one.
that actually knows every one of the townspeople.
Yes, and then like the
And if you've not got it equipped, Fireman will say, "Why is your bag vibrating or something?" That means we're close to one of them.
oh yeah, and here's another thing: you'll get like in the village idea, folks, is you'll get raided by the abyss. Cause like they don't want the idea that. All right, they don't want the idea that you took an over Conria. Well, yeah, I think it's for real estate, so bite me. But we would have a raid against them. Like it'd be like say, like let's take Mondstadt here for the example. They'd come across the bridge because they can't teleport in for some odd reason. Don't know how. And you'd have to defend yourself against them. You can use your characters and just wreck their faces. Like say it's like multiple waves. Negotiable on the wave department. Don't know how many yet. But as many ways you get done, you'll get primo gems for doing it. No, I'm thinking. Alright, welcome back. I'd say for each wave, I'd say you get 20 to 25 primos.
Sounds about right, yeah.
And like say for instance, like say it's 5 waves, or it can scale up in difficulty as well. Is that once you complete all 5 waves, so like say for instance 5 waves, you get 125 primo gems. But for completing it and making sure that they don't destroy the gate, you get say an extra 50 primos for completing it.
Next on the
Which
agenda.
I think that'd be a nice little feature in that. But here comes the cream of the crop. The last thing we'll talk about for the day before we call it. And that is the characters. I think they should add a, Eamon Shirelli agrees with this, is a scavenger hunt system for fragments of characters or puzzle pieces. Cause like right here,
Or the above, maybe.
like let's say for instance Nilu. I don't have her. I missed out on her because I didn't have internet at the time.
So we did try. We didn't give it a good college try.
But in this regard, like we don't know when, for example, her she'll be getting a rerun. So I can be seeing my premium done for years because they're gonna be constantly releasing new characters, constantly. Like think about it, the next update we get El Hatem and Yao Yao. I love that name, it's so cute.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It does. But in this angle here, in the character archive, and this could also apply to weapons too, because weapons are all pain to get. You will have on, say, would you say top right or bottom left of where the character is on the right?
I'd say bottom left.
Okay. It will show
But again, you can move it if you need to,
Yes. It will show a puzzle icon or a fragment icon. I don't know which one would be better. Maybe a puzzle icon. Because, like, say for instance, it takes. What do we agree on? Was it like 30?
Puzzle.
Okay, puzzle. Didn't we agree on 30 or 50 puzzle pieces? I forget.
I think we said 50.
Okay. And, like, you get these fragments.
We always adjust it, though.
Yes.
Obviously.
And here's the thing also, and.
Oh, no, this is what we said, but depending on the star level,
Oh.
it's 30 to 40, then 40 to 50.
Right.
I remember now.
Okay. I can remember. My brain was like dead. But in that regard, like say I had the 50 pieces I need for Nilu. You're like, oh, you instantly get her. Not exactly. You'd have to first put the puzzle together, which would be the silhouette of the character. Like take for instance Nahida. You'd have to put the puzzle together that's right here, for example. You put it together, and you instantly get her like that. To make it a little bit more interesting. And like, oh, what about characters I already have? Would I get anything out of them? Yes. If you get like say Cole, for instance, if you get all her puzzle pieces, it would automatically put them all together and you get a free constellation. Like
Yeah.
And like, if your character's like C6, then it would just give you the stock layer. At least that way you get constellations with characters that are royally a pain to get because it's pain because you. It takes a lot of premium to get C6 on most characters. Like the only character I have C6 is the Traveler. For being 5-star character, but that's because he's, you know, the main character. But I have it so that we can get potentially more constellations with characters or game characters that we don't have. And here's the thing though. These fragments are rare. I think, to make it so it's not so broken, I'm thinking have it tied into the daily quest.
Yeah.
Well, because at least then, like, whatever reason, so say for today, my dailies were in Sumeru. Nothing major, they're just all beat up missions. You get fragment pieces for those characters that belong in Sumeru. So that'd be like Nahida, Nilu, Tanari, Sino, and so forth. And like you get purple fragments and well, puzzle pieces I should say, and golden ones. I think in this regard, so it's not so complicated, that these puzzle pieces are only purple and gold. Not that each one takes one. You know, like it'll be like a Nilo piece or a Tanari piece, because that would be a little more annoying. What would you think?
Makes sense, yeah.
So, for example, if I had 50 pieces for, say, Nilu, I would have 50 gold pieces. And then you slowly put the puzzle together. You would have to know what this all is, which you can kind of cheat by looking up online because of people summoning. But you'd have to put together what it looks like. And then once you get it all together, you get the character. I think that's being a little bit reasonable. And that can also apply to the weapons. So, like, for instance, because we already know, folks, the weapon banner is a ripoff. Literally. I'm sorry, Horrible, but you need to adjust that. And you also be thinking, oh, then we won't have to wish anymore. No. You still can wish, because, like, it still will take you time. Because, like, say, one day, for doing your dailies, you get up to, I'd say anywhere from 2 to 5 or 2 to 6. And they'll be random. They'll be either purple or gold. So it's like constantly you're just getting what you want ASAP. You still do your work to get it. Like, I think that'd be a little more reasonable. And now, the main feature, folks. The wish mechanic system. This needs bloody work.
Violence is always the answer.
Yes, it does. It's too much.
Like, take for instance the character event characters. So take for instance, Ayato and Shogun. The pity on those are 90, the max pity, which is stupid because, like, if you get unlucky and go to max pity and then you lose your 50-50, it could take you up to 180 polls. Which, granted, doesn't usually do that, but I have heard people have. I'm thinking for the wish characters for these guys, I'm thinking 75 at a push or 60. What do you think?
That would make more sense, about 100.
Because,
so
like,
160 is way too much.
180 more like it.
Yeah.
That's just stupid. So, in that regard, have it so that it's like, we'll say it's 60 max pity. And if you lose 50-50, your next one's guaranteed. Of course, like normal. So we said instead of being 180 wishes to potentially get a character that you want, it'll be up to 120 at max.
What were they screaming and hollering about?
Which I think in that regard would be a little bit more reasonable when it comes to this game. Now, this damn thing.
Yeah.
This needs work. The epitomized path is good, so you have a chance to get a weapon, but the pity completely messes you over badly. And I mean badly. Because the max pity to get a weapon on the weapon banner is at level 80, at 8 pity. I say Lee. Weird. So that means if you got unlucky and you didn't get the weapon you wanted, like say between the Howron and the Golden Lightning, and you're like, oh, I got so bad luck. And I was like, it would technically take you 240 pulls just to get one weapon that you want. Which is just not cool in that regard. So I think keep the Epitomized Path, which that's pretty good for it, in my opinion. But I think drop the pity from 80, I think down to 50.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree, yeah.
I think that's being a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, exactly.
And last but not least, the Stand Bear. Now, this 5-star characters in here that you can get that are very good, or weapons. I think they should take the Epitomized Path that they have on here and put it in here because there's just so many things you get. You can get weapons, characters. It's just insane of how much you get. Like, let's take for instance me. Out of the weapon, or not weapon, out of the character banner, I've gotten, no joke, 4 atlases out of it.
No, him, wasn't you?
Countless books. It is insane.
Oh man, he tells you you're hacking, could you beat him?
So look, there's 3 Lost Prayers and 3 Skyward Atlases. And I got that only from the standard banner, which is stupid. So I think putting a Epitomized Path in that, and then dropping the pity down to say either 60 or 70, so it's not so much, it will make it a little bit better for the game, in my opinion. But I do think, folks, I'm going to end here because we went over our time again. So it's not coming my way because once we get talking, we get talking.
Yes, we do.
But these are small ideas, however, that you could use that will make the game more fun. Like, you are a multi-billion-dollar company. So how about you be kind to us and make it so some of these ideas come in? Like, automatically, however, having that winning system would make you money. Because more players will play the game. They're like, oh, I can get my favorite character and get to marry them.
I don't want to bother with you.
Like, why not? It'll be fun for the game, so it's less, annoying. So, if you enjoy, hit the like, subscribe, thank y'all for watching. Hope to see y'all on another one. I'll be getting back. I'll see you in another video, and thank you for watching, buddy. I'll see y'all next video, and y'all take care. See y'all then. Laters.